EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier Stadium at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Indianapolis. Forward from the 35, it's 1st and 10. Rolling right away on the game's first play. Downfield, it begins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First down throw for Jackson. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows. And if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
Good job. Look there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming. But guess what? It feels a lot better when you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll bites on left. He is sacked. And they turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and depth fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, Chicago.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace and the right trajectory to not only get over the side of the defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Third down, 3 to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now give up the middle extension. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Again, it's Benson. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's in. Touchdown, Bears.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mixing run, mixing pass. Results in the touchdown pass. Really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
First and 10. Jackson. Now hit out wide. He knocks it through. The Colts will tie things up 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Tyler Bass set to kick
So
off.
back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He will only be able to muster the 20-yard line, actually. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. A short one here. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
Taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And knocking down at the 44-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Bears first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Williams now to throw. He's got a receiver. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. A give. Here's Benson. He'll take this to about the 38-yard line. DJ Reed brings him down. 2nd down. They need 7. Throwing is Williams.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Defense, they allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Here's a screen. Shot out for Benson. And that one's not going anywhere. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams. On the run to the right. He's out of the 8. And he's out of short of the marker. Bring up 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. For the intended receiver that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
They'll indeed go to the end zone. It's intercepted. Anderson. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. They're going to go deep left sideline. Puts it and this one's also intercepted.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. To the running back, Bruce Hunt. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Indy. That's to tack on the extra point. Colts will take a 21-7 lead. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This taken just shy of the goal line. And across the 20, mark about 22-yard line. Going on 1st down, it's Williams. He's going to right side. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. To throw is Williams. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And this is too far out in front. Incomplete.
It's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. He's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. To his right. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Great answer. The intended target. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Just don't like the look of this passing game. Like it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They're going for it. Here's what. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Crawford Simpson. And the offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate if they don't have confidence in this passing game. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun, here's Jackson. Easily pick up the 1st down.
convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down at critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. Besides the speed and the matchup problems that he creates, if I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Jackson up top again, moving outside the pocket.
Trying to come away with 6, and before it goes the field goal drive, they take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the goal line. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
His receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here we go on the return from the 1. And he brought down past the 20. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Jackson. To his right. Throws to the ground. It's incomplete. It's fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man on the right side. It's complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson. Working across the field, that's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain of 21 on that pass play. That's good for a Colts 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. He got as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Anytime a quarterback is sacked, everyone loves to blame the offensive line, but I think this sack, Mike, is every bit as much on the quarterback as it is the O-line. They gave him more than enough time to get that ball out of his hand, and he simply just holds on too long.
First to his right. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They give the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Williams gonna look to throw it on 1st down. And he's gonna be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Unfortunately, there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Here's Williams. And he is out of bounds. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal. Is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try and throw. Here's Williams. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Todd Felton. Touchdown, Bears. Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. The Bears are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. He'll start at the 2. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Another run here with Paul. And they bring him down by not until he crosses midfield. Pick up there at 13. First down, Indianapolis.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game?
He flies over the middle. That's Benjamin Ayuk. Fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Complete to the outside and complete. He'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one.
First down, Chicago.
On first and 10, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. Second down.
Things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass, and he puts the ball in place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And the Bears, first down.
Going again, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A gain there of
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get and that's a big time play. I think they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark, you need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right now.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. That's Pierce in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's going to be incomplete. They take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand and makes a chance to close this game.
Scrimmages the 47-yard line for first and 10. To throw is Williams. And this one is caught by Pierce. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down. second down. It's Williams. The throw is complete. Looks like he's going to come up just short for the first down. Out of bounds. Right shy of what they needed. Has to pick it up on third down. Williams to the air once more. That is incomplete. Here we go. Back out to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs. The zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. Offensive throw is working short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Officially ended, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Catching now on second down.